Hey, what's going on everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine. Doing awesome actually. So today, welcome back to another episode of the Afterlife SMP. Woo, baby! We're back and we are recording. We're doing some stuff and I absolutely love it. Look at this. Look at this castle. You can't actually see it. I get into a position where you can't even see it. Look at this. Oh boy. This is Skunkerton Castle. If you're new to the series, this is my base, my home. This is where I live. This is where I pretty much store all my stuff and just, you know, keep the storage going, right? And today we're back here mainly because I want to check out the new blocks that are within the game of the Minecraft. Because there's been some new blocks, and everybody else on the server has been exploring the new blocks besides the master builder himself. Come on, Blonde Skunk, what you doing? You're not exploring the new blocks. Honestly, I have not made any videos of the new blocks, and that is not good. That is a little bit worrying. But I've collected a whole bunch of resources to do so today. I've just been very busy, and I haven't been able to put out an Afterlife episode in about 2 weeks' time, which I'm very sorry for. But I'm going to be trying to get back on track with everything. There's just been some, family stuff that's been going on, and just trying to get back on track after all that, and it's been a struggle. But let me tell you, it's nothing to fret over. We are gonna get back with recording. We're gonna do this, and I'm excited. I honestly love recording. It's one of my favorite things to do. And with that said, let's take a look at the new blocks. So I got a whole bunch of dye thanks to Crash's flower farm. I'm able to just go over there and just build up a whole bunch of dye. It's very, very cool, very, very convenient. So thank you, Crash, for that. I've already made a whole bunch of concrete powder. So I made some red. I have some blue over at the building blocks shop over in the shop district. So we're going to be taking the red over there and whatever we make today over there as well. So we're going to be making the concrete powder because this is honestly one of my favorite little blocks in the game now, and I hope it stays because remember, snapshots, they're not usually guaranteed to stay, or the original, it could change, it's not the guaranteed update for 1.12. It could change, but this is pretty much how you make it. You don't really need much for it. As long as you have an ocean nearby and a desert, and then you have a flower forest biome, you're gonna be able to make a lot of this stuff. You can make the primary colors really easily. You get yourself a cactus farm. If you can find a flower forest or a plains biome with yellow sunflowers and all that stuff, you're gonna be in the gold, and get yourself a nice little bone meal skeleton farm, and you'll be in the gold there. So, and you'll be able to get a whole bunch of this stuff. It's fairly easy to craft. It's not that hard as long as you have stacks on stacks of gravel and sand like I do. It's gonna be pretty easy. But here you go. I had a lot more before this, but now we're starting to get low on what we have here. But as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I love this stuff, man. This stuff is the best, and when you drop it in water, it turns into its harder version, which is really, really cool. I think that's a really cool mechanic and could be used for like minigame maps and such, and they'll find something to use that for. I can't think of anything off the top of my head at the moment, but I'm sure that will find its way and find a use for that mechanic. But it's also good for just making the block itself, right? So that's pretty cool. So let's put the 2 stacks left over and in this chest here, so you can see we got the yellow. Now I just need the cactus green dye, which I'm gonna be trying to get because we're gonna need that. What else do we got? What else do we got to explore? The terracotta blocks, right? The terracotta. Now basically I don't have a furnace on hand, but if I did, you'd just smelt hardened clay, or you'd smell the colored hardened clay, and you would get some sort of like decorational block. It's pretty cool. Is there really a use for it right now? Not really. The one that I can think of off the top of my head of what you could use for terracotta is some sort of wall pattern. Like you could put like a little decorations in here. We're actually going to head over to the spawn area and go check out some terracotta blocks. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the terracotta blocks in just a second, but we have to actually step on over here at our businesses, the BBC Building Block Shop, and as well the BBC Building Company, because in the order book we actually did get an order, and I also want to talk about something that we're going to be actually doing today. So let's take a look at that. Where is it? Daniel. There we go. Daniel has been waiting a while. He needs his interior design for his spawn house. He wants me to get it done. So I told him on Skype that I would do it for 10 diamonds, and I would do it within the week of the order. And I haven't done that, simply because back when the order was placed, I was working on a massive structure over there. And so that was my main focus. So I was actually never able to get it done. Then we moved on to the Christmas Village, and then I moved on to my spawn house, working over at Skunkington Castle again, and I just never got around to it. And then I skipped over his order, which wasn't, I just felt like I had to sort of skip past that and move on and go to everybody else's because I wanted to get theirs done first. So we're going to head back to Daniel. I'm going to give him a very low price. Instead of 10 diamonds, 2 diamonds, which I think is perfectly okay for the the lateness of it all and just not getting it done. So we're going to head back there today, and we're going to head over to his house and take a look at what he needs done. But then we also have over here Mr. All Out J. He needs his basement refurbished. So we're going to have to take a look at Mr. All Out J's basement. Now, from what I hear, from what he's told me already, that he does not actually have a basement. He wants one. He wants a basement. So we're going to have to make him a basement. We're going to have to do the whole thing. And so that could be a little bit pricier because we actually have to build some sort of building, and then we have to do the interior and everything. So we're doing a whole basement, which is going to be pretty interesting. But in the BBC Building Blocks shop here, I have done a little bit of work, and it looks pretty nice in here. So a few little changes that I made. I moved the block of the week underneath the leaves here, the little plant fixture, and I moved where the pavement chest, it was over here before, and it was sort of out of the way. It wasn't very convenient. You see people walk in here and they would be like, where's the pavement chest? But now it's just right in front of your face as soon as you walk in, and so I like that a lot better. I feel like that's a little bit more obvious, and people won't be paying in the chest, and it'll be a little bit better. Also, we have still the same sort of things over here. We have quartz and snow, that's the same. But now we're going to be selling concrete sand, and this whole chest is going to be filled with concrete sand by the time we're done with it. We're going to be going boop, 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 and we're going down the list here. So it's 6 stacks of concrete sand for 1 diamond. Now, you guys can tell me what you guys think of this price. I think it's really, really good. I mean, just looking at all this concrete sand that you could buy, say if you wanted 3 stacks of blue, and then you wanted 3 stacks of red, you could do that. That's perfectly okay. You don't have to go with one color. You could do that. You could just say all right, I'm gonna take 6 stacks of red, all right, but you can mix it up. It doesn't have to be the color, one color of 6 stacks of one color. That's you could choose. You can mix and match it. You can go a whole bunch. So pretty cool. And so this stuff, you definitely don't need a lot of it. You definitely don't need 6 stacks worth, but the BBC Building Block Shop is offering it. And so once it is open again, it's still reopening, so hopefully nobody will think that it's open and they will come in here. I'll announce it in our Skype chat that we have that it's open, but this, once it's reopened, you'll be able to buy that. Now, the reason why I'm not going 8 stacks for 1 diamond, because that's what it gives you when you craft it, is mainly because it's getting close to the block of the week, and the block of the week is supposed to be an entire row of a block in the chest. So we kind of want to just keep it away from the block of the week. So 6 stacks I thought was a fair price for that, and plus we get to keep some extra stacks if we need to stock it up. So it's pretty good. So that's some BBC stuff that's going on. We'll be heading over to Daniel's shop in just a second, or not Daniel's shop, but his house in just a second. But we're actually going to head up here to somewhere, to the faraway land of the spawn island. Yes. Let me just fly. Thank you. Thank you. Because we've been assigned with a task of doing something. You'd be like, Bluntskunkk, what's that task? Be like, well, okay, well, I'll tell you that task. Because that task is building the almighty, beautiful town hall. Yes, Jay came to me and he was like, hey, man, you want to do something? I'm like, yeah, what? What's that something? He's like, alright. I see you got a cool courthouse down there. You want to build a town hall? You just want to take over the town hall project? I'm like, sure, man. I'll do it. And so and from that day forward, I am now assigned to this project. Now, I am going to be asking for help on this project because, just like the Nether Hub, I want it to be a community project. I would like us all to work together on this project, including you guys as well, the audience, the people that watch this series. If you guys have any designs, any ideas for this project, let me know. Now, I've already got a few ideas. I'm going to talk with you about them right now. And I've already planned it out in creative. On our creative server that we have, we, build a little, we have this spawn island here on the creative server, and so I've started to mess around with some ideas and stuff like that. So my idea is to have the nether portal down here. And I thought this was perfect because, well, acts as like a path. This is sort of already a path. We'll put our nether portal right here. We'll put the spawn point right here for new players and such. And we'll have a path that leads around this way. Around the edge of the island. So you're sort of up here, right? And you walk up this sort of natural bend up to the main entrance of the town hall. And so I'm gonna shave away, I think what I'm shaving away is these two layers here. No. Maybe? Might be. No, I'm shaving these top layers. I think I'm shaving the little bits. I'm going to be shaving away these top layers, and then we're going to have this massive building on here. Now, this massive building is going to consist of spiring towers, because the reason why I want to do that, and if we come down here for a minute, unlike the courthouse, if we just had like a flat roof like the courthouse does, and plus, we don't really want it to be similar to the courthouse or Skunkerton Castle because, yeah, we want it to be a little bit different. If I sort of come down here, bye, Hutchie, we will see that when you're on this like level here, we're up on a hill too, that this is going to be covering most of the build. The way the angle is, it's going to be covering most of the build. So having these towers and spiring up, it's going to be super cool. Now, how many towers are we talking? Lots of towers. This is going to be like just points, basically. It's going to be like a palace in a way. And I think it's going to be really cool. Now, there's lots of things that we have to sort of include in this build. Obviously, a spot for the nether portal, which I've already told you about. A little enchantment table area, 30 level enchantment table area, I guess you could say. A map board. There's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be including into this build. So, it's got to be a pretty big build. It's going to be pretty huge. And I intend to get it done within the month. So this will be the project that I will definitely be working on non-stop. It'll be a non-stop project. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. And if any of the Afterlife members would love to help me on this project and completing it, or interested in doing the project, just let me know. And I will definitely consider your help because more the merrier, really, because we'll get it done faster, and it'll be planned out. And yeah, I already got it planned out, designed and creative, so it's well, not designed, but planned out, just a little layout going. So it's gonna be a pretty cool build. But yeah, I could talk about this forever. I could go on and just talk about something, but I want to get something done in this episode. But before we do that, I want to check out the terracotta blocks that Crash has got down here, so I can give you an example, because I did promise that I would show you guys some of the terracottas. But yeah, he's got these cyan terracotta blocks down here. I believe this is cyan. It's pretty cool. It's a really, really neat little block. He's got the brown little concrete sand being used in this little pathway design, which is very, very nice. But yeah, see, the terracotta blocks, I look at them and I'm just like, how could these be used? Like, how could these be used? And this is like almost like a perfect way of using these. They act as like a little tile block in a pathway design. Maybe not in this particular pathway, because this seems like a muddy pathway with a very fancy block in it. But like in a more fancier area and a more fancier path design, I think this would definitely work as like a tile block. And it looks like Boomman crashes down there. Oh my gosh! If I had my zoom, I'd be like looking at his name. That's pretty funny. But yeah, let's head on over to Daniel's house. I'm gonna gather some resources and we're gonna go do that interior for him and get that done. Alright, so I wanted to kind of show you my plan for Daniel's interior and what I'm thinking. I'm looking at Daniel's channel and he seems to be liking the red color pretty much. And so we're going to stick with the red theme as far as like color goes within this build. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be doing something with the roof here, I feel. Some sort of support beam going up here. Different support beams, because this feels way open, right? But I like that. I like it being open. I like you being able to see the loft up there. I like you being able to see everything, but just this bare ceiling needs something to it. It needs like some sort of lighting or something like that. Kitchen, probably gonna go over here. The lounge area is gonna go down here, and that's pretty much all we're gonna really do. And up here is where his bedroom is going to be, or is the loft area where he would sleep, which I think is gonna be really cool. And I think I'm gonna keep the ladder there as well. I like that little touch. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I'm not going to be building this on camera because, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that right now. And anytime I look in this area, it tends to be a little laggy. Anywhere else, it's pretty much fine. But I don't feel like it's going to be pretty good for recording on camera. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. FPS? I don't know. FPS looks fine, but it doesn't feel fine. So that makes me worried that the video is not going to turn out great. And you can see how it drops just dramatically right there. I don't know. It's weird. We're in a weird area. We're at spawn. It can be laggy from time to time. So I'm just going to build it off camera and come back and show you guys what I did. Alright, so it's time to take a look at Daniel's finished interior. It's gonna look really good. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the best interiors I've done to date. It's up there with Night Fox's. I think it's a little bit below Night Fox's. I still enjoy Night Fox's interior for his top floor of his house. But this one, I really feel like it fits the house. I really feel like it ties it all in together and really brings it. Oh, it just looks good. So let's take a look at the house and how it's looking today. So we enter in through the front door here. There we go. You can see you're greeted with this wonderful red color, and that was the theme that I was going through this whole build. Like I was taking the red color, I was trying to implement it in many ways possible, through paintings, through flowers, through carpet, and just etc. And I really think it works for this build for sure. It really matches the dark colors and kind of evens the balance between the contrast of the birch and the dark colors that go together. So I am giving him my ender chest. I'm putting an ender chest right here at the front door. I feel like that's going to be pretty cool. And I just had it there for my purposes, but I thought it really worked for the interior. So it's just really cool and convenient for him to have an ender chest right there at his front door. So we walk in, we have these nice little foliages all around the house. Walk in, we have the kitchen right over here. It looks lovely. Now, this is something worth mentioning here. This isn't actually like a, it's sort of, I'm taking it as, it doesn't actually function. You know, the stovetop sort of vent in a way, it doesn't actually function. It's just there for looks. So that's kind of what I was going for. So I think it looks pretty cool, and I like it a lot. I think I like the style of it. It adds some shape to the kitchen. And then if we go into the kitchen, we actually have a dropper right there, and we have some furnaces and such, with a little cutting board and a little knife right there. You guys, you can pretend that. and a nice little bar sort of area, a nice little island where you can eat your food and such, which is really, really cool. Over here we have some paintings up on the wall. They just add some color to the barren wall over there. And if we head down here, here's our lounge area. Now, I absolutely love this area of the house. I think it's really, really cool because it just looks like relaxation in a nutshell. Like, you come down here, you have your nice little couch, and it's just really nice. It like just sinks down into the floor. It's like, it's just, you know, how you sink down into a couch, you just kind of lounge out. That's what I like about this area. It really does tie the whole house in together, and it is the central point of the house. Got a little like remote control type of thing there. I don't know what it is. It just adds some detail to the table. It could be something. And then a little flower pot. And some, you know, little foliage in the corners. I love that. You know, just adding little foliage. You can add a little lighting in there, which really looks good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We got some roof lighting there underneath the loft area. And I absolutely love this bottom floor. Let's just take one more look at it because holy moly, does that look pretty fantastic. So we're going to head up the ladder. I kept the ladder in. I think that's pretty cool for a loft area. We come up here, and it's just pretty simple. You know, I just kept it simple. I kept it nice. I wasn't afraid to just put the stuff right up against the windows, you know. I feel like that was okay, and it worked, you know. We have a nice big beam going across the house as well. Like, this just ties the whole house in together. And I see that I'm missing a block right here. Let's see. Over. There we go. Beautiful. So yeah, it just kept it simple up here, kept it really nice. Again, kept the red color, and I love the beds are red because, well, it kind of keeps the theme flowing. A nice little dresser right here, a little something to store your clothes maybe. You know, little end table type of thing there. Foliage, just some decoration around the bed, and then a nice little table or such right there, a little desk area. Maybe you're looking out over there, or yonder, or whatever you want to look. But really, really cool. Daniel, I'm going to charge you 2 diamonds for this. That's all I'm going to charge you. If you're watching this video, I'll let you know on Skype that the price has been lowered dramatically because of the weight. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And the beam really, I think, just ties the whole house in together. Like, it just looks so much better in here now. I love it. It looks good. Looks great. And I think Daniel will enjoy this very, very much. It's simple, yes, I kept it a little bit simple, and you know, but I feel like it just works for the house. Like, it doesn't have to be overly dramatic interior. You know, we kind of just implemented what we know and just put it in, and it looks good. So there you go, Daniel. It's finally done. And we are out of BBC orders besides Jay's basement. So we'll probably be doing that in the next episode. Once we get that done, we're out of BBC orders. We've caught up on all of them. Unless somebody else puts one in. Then, yeah, that'll be a thing. But yeah, it's been a fun episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And yeah, I guess that's it. As always, don't forget to be awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend, guys.